Right, I thought I was going to do a bit of a video on these tools as they are before we start to mess with them. Now, it's really difficult to find any information on these two different tools. Now, this one here, the Golden Delicious, where did they get the name from? I think it's a DANIU Golden Delicious Safe Lock Entry Opening Tool. You got a massive long title anyway. You see them in Banggood, Fleabay, Wish. There's all sorts of places, isn't there? Lots of good, decent parts to cannibalise. That's what I say. But what are they for? What are they for originally? Well, I can't find a lock out there what these would fit. But through my little bit of investigation, a lot of people have had them and they have to adjust them to get them to fit. So this is sort of, it's a two-in-one. These tension are the bolt parts, designed for tension in the centre of a lock instead of for the front or back between the bolt left and right. These are designed for the centre tension. Now on them you get a left and a right-handed one. Okay, it comes with a set, so you get one for left and right-handed. A slightly burnt one there, but never been used. It's never been used. So you get left and right handed for central tension of locks. Two in one. Basically, you're going to get some tension on the centre, throw it all around, and then you're going to go in and lift the levers. Because the bolt's in the middle, you got to go through there, and then you're going to dip back and then go forward and then lift there. That's what I think they're designed for. Now I can't find a lock what they fit, but let's do for instance, let's look at a central tension lock. So you got something like this. Okay, you got 8 levers in there, and that central bar there, as you can see, is what your key tensions. As your key goes through there. Now this is deadly now because I know I'm going to get all springs everywhere. So your central part of that key is going to lift all those bitting to the right height, but also grab hold of that and push it forward. So that'll put the tension on the actual bolt, and the springs go like that. You see, you've got anywhere near these things and they pop off. Okay, we'll retrieve that one later. So we'll go in and it will tension the bolt. Let's take a few more out and then we'll have a look. Where's the other one flying off? Who knows? Okay, we'll take these out. So we're going to go in, and that point there would tension, get into the point there, with tension on the back of that bolt there. So as you throw it round, it'll grab the centre piece and it'll actually throw the actual lock around. So if I do it like that, you can see, let me just try, as you can see where that interacts, that point there with the actual bolt. Okay, it's got all the levers at the back. Just make sure I've got them all. Yeah, there they are. There you are. It's got them all at the back. You can see that point there. Oh, it's not the best of the camera angle. He's actually pulling the bolt back. Okay, so that's what your tension tool needs to do. Okay, without all the springs spinning off everywhere. Now, this tool is not for that lock. Okay, let's make that clear. But that's what they're designed for. Locks are like that. Now, I can't find any locks like that in the UK. If you know any, leave a link and a description below. It would be interesting to find one. That's what they're for. So for me, straight away, I'd think, well, I need the central part to tension that bolt. But these parts either side, I suppose it's to reinforce. I'd have to reduce those right down because it's going to distort the tool in the lock. And then probably the actual height, what you're going to use to pick the levers, this might need to be longer, I presume. And we'll have to have a look at it to make that a little bit longer so you can get that full lift of those levers. Because some of these gates, I know it's not for this lock, are quite high. But I would be interested to know, what lock does this fit as it is? Wouldn't we all? So Golden Delicious, lever lock safe, 2-in-1. It's for central tension. That's what they're for. Okay, there's that one. Let's move him out the way, and we can try and sort something out with that. Now this one, another DANIU Civil Force Entry Open Tool. It says a Civil Force Entry Open Tool. God, it looks like it's been had a right old go already. So, most I could find out about this particular pick was the actual translation from Chinese to English gets a bit mixed up. So there's not such things as civil locks. It's just general sort of lever locks. Now again, I would like to know what this was particularly designed for, because okay, let's have a look at an English lock now. We'll move some of this out of the way. So we've got our Union. This is it's only a 3 lever. So first we're going to look at, I'll try and run the camera, this point here. So your bolt part, I'll try and move around the camera, is okay, it's good. Let's move that little flag out of the way. So yeah, it's not long enough really, but it'll grab hold of it and it'll do the job. So your bolt part's going to do, it's only going to be designed for the bolts on the left, because remember, when the bolt's on the right, that particular bolt is going to be at the front, not the back, because the lock's going to be the other way around. Okay, so it'll only work on the bolts on the left, like I've got in my hand, because you're grabbing hold of that bolt. Now, it hasn't quite got enough lift. Your actual point for what you're lifting the levers is a little bit too chunky, and it ain't high enough. I mean, I prefer to lift them from the back. As you can see, they're not quite lifting nowhere near as high as they need to be. That one is, but the ones on the, you're not going to get the heights there. You're slightly just off, so they're not going to be high enough. So that needs building up for this to work. For me to get this to work on this particular lock, I need to make that longer. Maybe thin it down a little tiny bit. Maybe could shorten it a touch, just a tiny, less than a mil. But the problem with it isn't long enough. It could do with another 2 mil longer, and then that would work. So 2 different tools. We always wonder what they're for, what the spring's for. Well, I still don't know. But some good parts to cannibalise, definitely, for sure. Make a nice little picking handle, that would. So what I'll try and do is I'm going to have to flatten that off. And the idea is I don't know how good this Chinesium is. So I'm going to have to flatten it off. And I was thinking maybe drilling a couple of holes in there and dropping a few pins in just to get that height. It might work, it might all collapse and fall apart because it doesn't look that robust. But we'll give it a go, okay? We'll give it a go and we'll see if we can make this work. So that's what these 2 tools are for. I think it's some sort of left-handed lifter, 2-in-1 lifter, and a central tension 2-in-1 single pick for both bolt on the left and right. So I hope that helps. So guys, stay safe, stay well, and I shall do another video of to see how I got on with this, really, to see if we can turn it into something of any use. So stay safe, stay well, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. If you like the video, remember, put the old thumbs up, smack the like button, and be ever so polite, and leave a comment. And if you have ever opened a lock with this without adjusting it, I would love to see what lock it was. Okay, so get in touch below. Everybody, ta-da!